Welcome back, terrestrials, to an episode of We Made Rob Zombie Cry. In this episode, we're doing Halloween Ends. Finally, it's over. Maybe. I feel like they just set this movie up that if anybody else tried to make a Halloween movie after this, everybody go, how?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the ending of this one is just like, it has to be over. Even though they're already trying to talk about making another one, or somebody else is wanting to make another one, it's just like, you can't. It's impossible now. Like,
No, it's not. We've seen this motherfucker die the same way, just like,
not
oh,
quite this way.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Let's just get into it. Jacob,
All
did you
right.
like this movie?
Dude, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. Like, I don't I, like I was trying to be really positive and I had some like fun aspects to it, but like there was so much wrong with it that it just every time I was like, oh, that's kind of, like the thing that I enjoyed about it was like Laurie was kind of like over it and just moving on. And it's like I've grown up watching this character be terrorized to the point where she like built a fortress and then she's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna live my life. So like that kind of thing and her relationship with the sheriff, like that kind of, I was like, yeah, finally, like I want to see her on good terms, basically, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like that aspect I enjoyed. um Her little hoe bag fucking granddaughter, on the other hand, and everything else in the movie was just like, what what, none of this makes any goddamn sense.
Okay.
Like this is two different movies at once. Like I, and I tried really hard to think of like another time in any of the movies that Michael Myers used somebody as a device to do what he wanted. You know what I mean? Like I was like, maybe Loomis, like maybe he did Loomis, but not really.
Not
I
really.
was like, maybe Trejo.
Danielle.
Huh?
Danielle Harris.
Well, yeah, yeah. That's the only thing that came up. Like I thought maybe Danny Trejo and Rob Zombie's first Halloween,
Yeah, but
but
none
then
of those have anything to do with this movie. Remember, it
right.
only goes
Well, this
one.
movie don't have anything to do with any of these movies.
Yes.
This movie doesn't even have anything to do with its goddamn self.
Yeah.
Like they just really just was like, fuck it. We have to do something. Like, let's figure it out.
Yeah, there you go. I was getting worried there. Sound like you were getting secret paychecks from Blumhouse there. So
No,
you go,
no,
I
no.
don't know.
Dude,
It's like, no,
it
no.
was a
This movie's
Paramount, Blumhouse,
Blum.
Lionsgate,
Yeah.
like it was everybody product, Miramax, like
Yeah.
fucking everybody. Universal had to take, like everybody had their hands on this fucking movie. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was like, that's three major Paramount, Blumhouse, and whatever Miramax.
Yeah.
That's three major companies that all have their hands on this fucking movie right now. It's
Yeah.
so
Well, it's
confusing.
Peacock. That's Universal.
Yeah.
So no, this movie sucked. This movie sucked.
Yeah.
This movie, like it was, first of all, yeah, 2008, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. The producer said, we're going to make 3 Halloween movies that is going to tell a complete story. And it feels like they were told that by an executive to kind of like put a placeholder on Michael Myers so no one else could purchase the rights. And then they went, shit, what do we do? And then the pandemic hit, and then they were like, fuck.
To me, it really felt like the only story that they wrote is Laurie. Like
Mm,
she is the beginning, middle, and end in these three Halloween movies.
yeah.
We see her in like trying to help her daughter. We see her in her little fortress in the first one. Then we see her kind of come out in the second one to try to like keep the town from turning savage. And then in this one, we kind of see her like get her a little happy ending. She this is like the Laurie Strode saga, not the Michael Myers. Michael Myers has nothing to do with this movie.
No.
He's in like 15 minutes of this fucking movie.
Yeah.
And since when does he ever just like hang out with people? Like he was fucking hanging out with this kid, like
And the
just
old
like
guy under the bridge.
yeah, like he had friends. Michael Myers have friends right now. Like get the fuck out of here. He killed whatever was in front of him, human, animal, didn't matter.
Yeah.
The only cool thing about this movie was that little boy dying in the beginning of it
Okay, spoilers. Uh
because I didn't see that shit coming.
Nobody fucking did. Fucking it
That
was like
shit
the only
was
thing, like I was like,
hilarious,
oh
dude.
wow, this is the direction we're going. And then the movie started and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the direction we're going. Cause yeah, like first of all, yeah, okay. What's your favorite thing about it? The little kid getting his face
Yeah.
face squashed at the beginning.
Yeah.
That shit was
That shit was
brutal.
yeah, that shit was
Um,
hilarious.
and then the movie is my negative. I just it it first of all, it takes an hour, 10 minutes for Halloween.
Mhm.
Like we don't see Halloween
Right.
until an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It builds up the Halloween. No,
Well,
fuck that.
that's
It's supposed to
common.
be about
To be fair, that's common in the Halloween series. Like it doesn't start on Halloween night. It usually starts the night before Halloween or the 2 days before Halloween. Like the original Halloween didn't take place directly on Halloween night. There was the lead up to Halloween night.
yeah. I mean,
So
you could
that's
say
not.
that, but I mean, this had like this soap opera idea. The little boy dies, and then the horror show doesn't start. We have to go through kind of like a Dawson's Creek murder scenario to begin with. It's like the high schoolers are picking on me. Um,
About midway through this movie, I was like, they're gonna pull a Curse of the Thorn and keep this going with that boy being. And I
that's what
was,
I was
and then
thinking
because
too.
when they were on the radio station thing, and she was like, "Oh, your hand's infected," I was like, "You son of a bitch! Don't you fucking do it!
Yeah,
Don't you?" And I guarantee you, at the writers' table, that came up
yeah,
like
like
maybe.
thorn curse, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like, yeah,
You remember number 6?
yeah,
What if we just kind of did that? We really don't have any ideas, guys. We got to come
yeah.
up with
We
something.
don't, and I could tell this. Like at first, I was hoping because of how bad Halloween Kills was.
Yeah.
And like they basically the second with Halloween Kills, they were like, okay, everything from Halloween fucking Kills is
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're not doing that shit.
Yeah.
That movie was horrible for us. So, and then, but that was kind of a detriment. Another thing I notice is the music in this really sucked. It didn't have that Halloween atmosphere
Mhm.
vibe with the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the dun 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 dun, yeah, they did that, but there wasn't that like driving force. I remember in 2008, they're like, yeah, we dug John Carpenter up out of the retirement home and fucking he's doing all the music. And this, it was like, yeah, we just sampled it from, back then.
Yeah.
But it just didn't like. And another thing that geeked me out really, like I laughed so hard was when like fucking Michael Myers got his powers back when he killed that
Mhm.
one cop.
Mhm.
Like he's shaking and stuff. I'm like, oh no, it's entering me. The
Mhm.
evil. And then like I gotta keep reminding myself, this is like a 80-some-year-old man.
Mhm. Yeah. Like when him and that dude Corbin,
Sure. Quebec.
Quebec.
Yeah.
When him and like when you're looking through the tunnel and watching them scuffle,
Yeah.
I was like,
This is sad. Poor Michael Myers.
yeah, dude, I was like, I was starting to feel okay. So
Eat your
there was
pudding, Michael. Eat
there
your
was
pudding.
there were several things, there were several points in this movie where I was like, don't you fucking do it. And it didn't do it each time, and I'm glad, but somehow they still managed to shit the bed. One being, don't you turn him into Michael Myers and make it Curse of the Thorn, and Michael passes on his bullshit to him.
Yeah.
That was the first one. The second one was I started feeling bad for Michael Myers because dude's like 80 years old. He's missing fingers. Like he lives in a sewer with another homeless guy. Like, and then at the end, where like Corey's his name. Corey is on the ground and Michael walks up. Like, I thought for a second Michael was going to save Laurie. And I was like, don't you fucking do this.
Yeah.
Don't you make it like, oh, we're going to live happily ever after now. Like, don't. And luckily that didn't happen. But oh my God, what a shit show. Like, I I sat down. I was like, I'm going to try and be positive. I'm going to try and find some things to talk about to a positive effect. And the only thing I can come up with is that little kid in the way his body crumbled when
Yeah.
he hit the floor. Like, that was the only cool part about this movie.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because in all three of these movies, 2008 kills and ends. It all has to deal with like something about a little kid that's actually positive. Like in the first one, that little kid that's being babysat
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's just got that smart aleck mouth.
yeah,
That
yeah,
kid's
yeah,
great. And
yeah,
he's in this for like a split second.
yeah. Very split
Um
second.
and the second one, it's the three bratty kids
Mm-hmm.
that have the Halloween 3 masks.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this one, yeah, it's that little annoying kid who, I don't know what, I guess it makes no sense, you know.
Yeah, I was trying to like, I was like, is there a cool kill? No, they regurgitated kills from the original.
Yeah, but basically Jason kills.
Yeah.
It's Jason kills.
And then let's see what else. They tried to pay homage to the Halloween mask, like the original like clown mask with the scarecrow mask, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Uh I think that kid was a decent actor, but this wasn't the role for him. Like this wasn't the part. Like I said, like I enjoyed the Laurie, like finishing on a happy note with the sheriff. Like
Yeah.
they finally get together. Like that
She
meant
can be happy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that meant more
That's
to me than the movie or Michael Myers at this point in the saga. Like I just wanted to see her come out okay.
yeah.
So I got that satisfaction, and that's cool. uh
It was good. I mean, but it's like
but it's just
like
wrapped in so much shit that
yeah.
it's like it's hard to even enjoy that.
Yeah, but she went from like psycho Mad Max bitch from the first two movies
Right.
to like
Then
4 years have gone by and she's like, I burned the pumpkin pie, and I'm just sitting there
she
like,
she she wrote a book. She let it all out.
well, yeah, I mean,
She wrote in her journal.
yeah. But like, yeah, I know she still had like some, but she didn't have anything really to go psycho because she was more worried about the shitty boyfriend than holy shit, Michael Myers is back until like the last 4 seconds.
I did think that it was really badass of her to like just show up at the house and be rocking into the
Yeah,
wall.
that was
I
cool.
was like, that's fucking intimidating.
See, that's
Like,
what I wanted more. Like her crazy bitch, I mean, they stabbed
yeah,
the tire. Like, yeah,
right,
those
right.
moments, those are nice to see
Yeah.
that I'm still here. I'm just putting this front on bacon
Yeah.
pies, motherfucker. You know, like
Like I said, her story arc through these last three movies is like the most exciting part of these movies for me,
yeah.
because we see her evolution and then she comes out okay at the end, as far as we know, at least. The parading him through town on, like, the sheriff, the one sheriff with the cowboy hat
Yeah, the
shows up.
cowboy sheriff comes
Yeah.
back like right again, like, hey, I know you only paid for me for a day, but
Yeah.
this is
This
what
is
we're gonna do.
yeah.
You know, it's like
This ain't
holy
how we do things. It is tonight.
I was
And then
waiting
that's
for
it.
somebody to like be in the back of that and be like, evil dies and then someone's just like, shh, no, we don't
Yeah.
talk.
Uh
Evil dies tonight.
I do feel like this movie, I got a little bit I got a little bit of a Rob Zombie vibe from it. There was a
Mm,
couple things in the movie that made me go, are they trying to like pay homage to him, or are they trying to like make fun of it, or what? Because like, okay, so at one point I swear to God I heard a Rob Zombie song in the fucking movie. It sounded just like a Rob Zombie song. I didn't pay any attention to the lyrics or the singing or whatever, but like the music of it sounded like something Rob Zombie would make now. And then
well, they played
also,
the Cramps.
okay, that might have been
What
what it
is
was.
a teenage werewolf?
Um, and then
Something like that. I can't remember what song they played.
the whole radio station thing,
Yeah.
like that felt very Rob Zombie-ish. And maybe because of Lords of Salem,
Yeah.
that aspect of it, but that, yeah. And then Darcy was in it for 2 seconds, and I was just like, poor Darcy. Like, she was probably so
No,
excited to be a part of this,
no.
and then they were just like, go, can I help you out? And then die. And you don't even like get to see
Can
her
see her
death
die.
really
Yeah.
well. So like, I was like,
I don't
oh
want any goo on me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Darcy, I've seen her acting before. That's about as much lines you want to get from her and stuff there. No,
We love you, Darcy. Sorry.
yeah, Darcy's a cool girl. I'm not gonna give her fucking shit.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was a small part. That's the very Rod Zombie too.
Yeah,
Who are we
exactly.
gonna make this receptionist? I don't know. There's like 4 or 5 headshots out there of a person who can say one line and probably would be thankful. Darcy, the mail girl from Joe Bob. Like, no, we don't do it
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
that.
There was a couple Rob Zombie-ish things to me in this movie, not for good,
No,
but just like, yeah, the whole radio station, like the way that DJ was delivering lines, it felt like the the dude, um Charlie from Devil's
yeah,
Rejects. Like when he's like, "Get off my property before I fuck you up," like that felt like they wanted that guy, and Rob Zombie was like, "Don't do it, please,
yeah,
please don't do it. If you do it, I'm not gonna put you in Seven from Hell
yeah.
or whatever shit Rob Zombie does next." So like, I don't know,
I
man.
know we've been shitting on Rod Zombie, but this movie definitely made me appreciate the two
The first one,
remakes.
yeah,
No, I'm even looking at two and going, it was different,
it was different. It
but
was different.
it's and
I'll
like
never try to defend two, but if somebody's like, I liked it, then I'll be like, all
cool.
right, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. It was like it needed that, we always say style over substance.
Mhm.
And this movie had
Needed.
no style and had no substance.
Yeah, dude.
So
It lacked everything.
Rod Zombie would have been a good like incorporation to throw a little bit more style in there,
Yeah, yeah.
something new and stuff. It's like, yeah, like let's make Michael Myers like the headless horseman. Like he's
Mhm.
like the headless horseman that came, he's always been the headless horseman. It's like that's different, Rob.
Yeah.
Uh Robert. But
Robert,
yeah,
Robert Zombie.
yeah, I think his last name's Cummings.
That
Um,
would not surprise me.
and I don't think it's It might be Robert, or it's like Zizu. I mean, no, not Zizu. Like some kind of like weird New Jersey style name,
Like
Mm,
like
like
Joey.
Alfonso.
Oh,
Alfonso Cummings. I want a T-shirt and just put Rod Zombie's face on that shit from like Hellbilly Deluxe.
yeah.
Alfonso Cummings, and then on the back I just put ball with your ball. Like,
Uh,
what the fuck?
dude, what
Yeah.
a travesty of a
And then
fucking
like
move.
really small on the side, I want to put like Spencer's gifts on it and stuff. What? This whole shirt is wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
But all right, 3 minutes on the clock. Let's run it down.
No, 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 2 stars.
No, I would not see this in the theater and pay for it. That's probably why it was on Peacock, because they're like,
Yeah.
we might sucker someone into seeing this because it's Halloween time, but
Yeah. I
uh
feel like that's been our last 3 Halloweens is being
yes.
suckered into
Yeah.
watching these because it's Halloween.
Yeah, we're done. This is the last one, unless we remix our Halloween reviews with all of these so they can get proper starage.
No. Mm-mm. No.
See you next Halloween, kids.
Nah.
Um,
Next Halloween we're gonna do like Friday the 13th or something.
um, stars. I'm gonna give it a 1 star.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 2 just because of the Laurie thing.